Hey everyone, welcome to the Kelly Family Homestead. It's been a while since I did a video. I've been just trying to get things done, and the videos take away from my time to get things done. But I kind of want to give you all an update of what I'm dealing with here this winter and some experiments that I'm trying. So I'll give you a little tour of the chickens and the greenhouse. So these are those compost piles that I started inside where the chicken pen is. If you watch Edible Acres, he does this a little bit differently, but same concept. And I haven't been able to get these to really heat up. This is the newest one. You can see there's still like hay and stuff in it, but it doesn't get heated up or hot inside, and I've been turning them and it still doesn't. So I gotta figure out a new system, I guess. But the chickens kind of eat on that, and I throw some scratch on it to get them to try to scratch it up. This is my older one with a couple of vegetables on top, but again, it's not hot, so come springtime I'll have to reevaluate my system. This is the greenhouse. We just recently got all the plastic on. As you can see, I'm still working on getting plastic up, but this is what I'm working on right now because I have this vent window, so I got to put the little pieces of wood along this to hold that on. Right now it's just got staples, and then I'll have to make a little cut right here so that way I can open up this window. But essentially with the greenhouse plastic, this isn't actually greenhouse plastic because I couldn't afford that. It was like $100 and something. I had this plastic laying around from building my house. This is what you cover like your insulation with inside your house. So I use this. It's pretty much the same thing. It just doesn't have a 4-year warranty. And so I'll probably have to replace it next season. But it's a way for me to get started without having to spend any money. So one thing that you'll find if you look at like the videos on how to build a cattle panel greenhouse is figuring out how to fold the ends to make it work. That was probably the hardest part for me. So it's kind of just whatever you figure out. I did make a mistake and I made a cut at some point, but that cut made it not work, so I had to put some zip tape on it. Get out of here. So this is inside the greenhouse, and as you can see, it's January here, so it's not that cold because we haven't had a very cold winter. But I did try to plant some stuff. I don't think it's actually going to germinate. It was more or less for fun because I was excited. I finally got my hoop house on, or the plastic on. But I have like lettuce. That's a different color lettuce. So it's green and red lettuce. And then I experimented with putting those plastic tubs over these to try to keep them warm and hold in moisture, but it's so warm in here anyway, and there's so much moisture just coming off the top of the top of the plastic that it was made it super moist, and then you can see it started getting like this white moldy stuff. So I took those off. Everybody says that white mold stuff, I guess, is good. It's mycelium. I don't really know if it really is. But anyway, I took that off because the soil is so moist anyway. I don't need that extra moisture, and it's warm enough in here that I really don't need that extra warmth either. I did try this side. I put straw down to try to keep that warm. This side was an experiment with kale and some carrots running along the kale, and I just covered that with straw. Same thing. I don't. If you get right in here, see, this doesn't have that excess moisture and moldy stuff. So, unless I learned my lesson with that. And then I made these little hoops out of PEX pipe that I had left over. So when I need to, I can put a frost cover over it. But like I said, I don't need to. It's pretty warm in this place. And same thing, you can see like that side had a plastic cover on it and that side had a plastic cover. But then in the middle of those plants, I just put straw over. So I think that's going to be the thing. It's going to be straw, no more plastic covers. The next idea here was I took this big white barrel, and I filled it with water, or halfway up with water, and then I put a stock tank heater in it. And the stock tank heater, along with that grow light and that heat lamp, that's all on an automatic timer, so it's on from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And that helps keep it warm in here. And I think this water tank really keeps it warm. Again, that's just an experiment. I don't even know if I really needed to do that or not, but figured I'd try. And then, like I said, I got that heat lamp there to try to keep it warm in here, and then that light right there is like a grow light to try to give light to those plants. I don't know. We'll see. Get out of here. And then this is my little microgreen experiment. I don't know how that's going to work, but this is only like 3 days into all this, so we'll see how everything works. Anyway, that's the greenhouse. The next thing is the chickens. Chickens seem happy. I cleaned out their coop because it was getting pretty full, and I just piled it up outside here, and then I've been stacking all their vegetables and stuff on top of it to kind of make another compost pile here. And then this is inside their coop, which their coop's actually fairly warm. I close them up at night naturally, but during the day I leave them in here. So this coop is holding up pretty good. This was the one I built completely out of pallets and some leftover 2x4s I had for the roof. And then that outside wall is all that clear plastic, which kind of helps keep out the cold breezes, but also lets a little bit of heat in sunlight when there is sunlight. And then in the springtime I'll take that off and they'll have really good ventilation. But they do have ventilation up there in that far corner, all on the sides, and then way up there there's some ventilation so they don't get it doesn't get stinky in here or anything. And then I just keep layering straw in here, and so by springtime I'll empty this out again and then put it up there on that big pile right here and have hopefully a fairly decent compost pile started. So that's life in the chicken run and the greenhouse. Probably won't be very many updates anytime soon, but because everything's kind of at a standstill here. But if I get some plants growing in here, I'll do another video so everyone can see how the winter greenhouse growing is going. All right, have a good day.